What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So, the internet has been exploding after this press conference in regards to Carlee Russell's disappearance. Oh man, I've been seeing stuff all over social media. We're gonna get into this article. All right, so I'll save my comments for after the fact. Okay? It says here, breaking, Hoover PD releases Carlee Russell's 911 call, Google search history prior to disappearance. I saw that it ain't looking too good for her. I'll tell you that much. Says the Hoover Police Department held a press conference Wednesday, July 19th, and officially called into question Carlee Russell's story. Officials suggest her Google searches show she may have been looking to leave the area on her own accord. This chick was planning her own daggone disappearance. Authorities also released her 911 call in its entirety during Wednesday's presser. And you can find this on the Shade Room on Instagram. I know sometimes they're a little bit shady, but I am actually reading their article. So I'll leave the link to the article in the description box. But as you guys know, you guys can go and check them out. It says here, Carlee's 911 call, Google search history shows she was looking for bus tickets and the movie Taken. Now, if y'all know that movie like I know, that movie Taken is absolutely insane. Why are you looking and searching the movie Taken and searching for bus tickets when you have a car? Where are you going? They say that during the call, Carlee drove about 600 feet, about the length of 6 football fields, as she was allegedly following the child she said she saw. So you're telling me that this child walked the length of 6 football fields and you were just following the child? Okay, let's move on. More unsettling were her Google searches made on her cell phone just before the time she went missing. Police say on July 13th, the day she disappeared, she searched for how to take money from a register without being caught. 2 searches related to Amber Alerts and the maximum age for such alerts. What? Why? Why? It's definitely not looking good for her at all. At all. She also reportedly searched for the movie Taking, a 2008 movie where a father's estranged daughter is taken into sex slavery by human traffickers shortly after they arrived in Paris for vacation. Carlee also allegedly searched for bus tickets from Birmingham to Nashville with a departure date set for the very day she went missing. All right. Goes on to say, authorities also revealed a bit more information on Carlee's story. She claims that after approaching the toddler, a man grabbed her and took her into the woods. She then told police in her initial interview that she was placed in an 18-wheeler. Investigators said there wasn't any evidence to suggest that a toddler was walking down Interstate 459 beyond Carlee's 911 call, according to a press release sent out Tuesday. She said a woman was also there, but she could only hear her voice and never actually saw her. She described the man as having orange hair with a bald spot. That's not much of a description, but okay. Hoover PD say they have since requested a follow-up interview with her. However, they say that they have been denied that request by Carlee herself. So she herself is denying to be interviewed by the police department. They went on to say that they could not verify her initial statement regarding the 18-wheeler and orange-haired man. A police officially added that there is no threat to the public in this particular case. Police don't intend on filing charges against Carlee. They say only she can say what really happened. When asked whether charges might be filed against Carlee for wasting state and federal resources, the Hoover PD officials say they were just happy that she is home and that was their goal throughout the entirety of this case. The officials said only Carlee can truly say what really happened to her during those 49 hours she went missing. They added that they respect her privacy and will not release any further information gleaned from her cell phone. Let's see. So this was initially reported on July 13th. Her parents had gone on record before Wednesday's news. They had previously insisted that Carlee had been abducted. Her parents also said that she definitely fought for her life, and that's quote unquote in an interview with NBC News, which is also on the Shade Room. This is a developing story, but definitely check back as they continue with the updates. Oh. This isn't looking too good for her. Now, let me just say this, right? At first, this story just went viral. It spread like wildfire. Everybody was reposting and praying. Let me say this. This is how we're supposed to react. Okay? We are supposed to react as a human to people who go missing, but let's think about all the other people that are actually missing, right? Not saying that she wasn't kidnapped, even though it doesn't really look that way at this point, but we reacted as a human race. We reacted the way we were supposed to react as humans. We were concerned. It was a young girl. She seems to be very talented. She was by herself. She was trying to do the right thing. She got kidnapped. Apparently something happened. We don't know. We were praying for her safety. She came back home. Everyone is happy, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and bash the girl because this is still in development. It doesn't sound like it's in her favor at this point, but I'm not going to bash this girl because she has dug and probably is going to continue to dig in her own hole. So she's done this to herself. If this fact is a hoax, people are going to have a field day with this story. So she's done this to herself. Okay. I'm glad that she's home. I'm glad that she's safe. I'm glad that this wasn't a tragic story. But if this in fact was a hoax, I need to know more. Who were you planning to rob? Why were you? And I saw somewhere that she actually, when they searched her and they found money on her. Her parents are still insisting that she fought for her life. But if you've in fact got money on you, your searches were how to take money out of a register without getting caught. You are inquiring information about the age limit to Amber Alerts. And you're looking up the movie Taken. I want to know, was she working alone? If this was a hoax, she couldn't have been working. Something like, what is going on that her being a nursing student, she's doesn't seem to be very smart at this point, but she seems smart young lady, no children of her own, going to school, working, doing the right thing. Why would you want to put yourself in this position and lose everything that you have worked for in your young life at this point? I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't know if she's... Honestly, I feel like something like this, if she's working alone and she's doing all of this, this young woman needs a mental evaluation. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. I am saying that in the most sincere way, because if you are going about your life the right way, you're working, going to school, doing your thing, getting your own money, you don't have any kids, you've got, a household with both parents, and I understand people stray, young people stray, but she's not a teenager. She knows right from wrong. She knows absolutely what she is doing. What is going on that made her want to do all of this? Is she working alone? Is she by herself? If she is doing this by herself, does she have problems at home? Is she suffering from some type of mental illness? What's going on? What is going on that would drive you to do all of this, that you would have social media in an uproar? You got people across the country sharing this story, praying and hoping. And I was looking at social media, I'm looking at people saying they want their prayers back. Like, it's funny, but it's not funny at the same time, because now you have wasted everyone's time. Not only those who, are, spending time, looking for updates and hoping and praying that you came back home safely, but you have wasted the time of all of these officers, law enforcement, federal people. Like, everything that went into this search is now wasted because this seems to have been a hoax. And they're not deeming this a hoax yet, but with all the stuff that they've got so far, it's definitely looking like this wasn't a real kidnapping. And no one saw the kid. And of course, the memes are going to start flying. I already saw a few. I don't get it. I don't get it. And there were some people who were thinking that this was a hoax. This didn't make any sense, but there wasn't enough evidence. Nobody heard from her in 49 hours. But now there's this. And yeah, when they found her car, they found her wig, they found some stuff. And I think they have some type of, I think they have a few people I saw somewhere that saw her walking home or getting back into her car, or like nobody saw a kid. There were no reports of any missing children, nothing. So why? That's my ultimate question. Why? We just have to wait and find out. And now she's declining to be interviewed by the police again. They're respecting her wishes and they're not gonna give out any more information. I'm sorry. You just had the whole freaking country probably hoping and praying that you came back home. And now that you're home, you don't want to be interviewed by the police anymore. The police was like, okay, let's give her, like, no, the fact that you found these things on her phone and her Google searches, she was obviously attempting to rob. She was attempting to kidnap. Like, what? This girl needs to be questioned, like, without question. But I digress. Let's wait for more updates, because I'm pretty sure that there's more that's going to come out of the story. But in the meantime, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, if you enjoyed my take on it, and my reaction to this crazy behind news. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, we all as a human responded the way we should have. We should be responding this way when there is a missing person, with the urgency and wanting them to come home safely. That's the right thing to do. That's the right mindset, right? But this girl is digging her own hole. She already dug it. No need for me to bash this girl, because clearly this is not looking good for her anyway. But leave your comments down below, and if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel, hit like, share, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys can get notified whenever I pop up on your feed. I'll see you guys later. Toodles!